That's kind of fun. I guess we don't really need it. But I could be this guy. What does he look like? He looks like a character in like a racially conscious like employee training video from the 80s. That's what he that's what he looks like right now. Oh, that's a good look. You know what I mean? Like, no matter who you are, you can get a career at Teltec.
Sir, your family isn't feel
Happy? This whole...
I only want.
You're just pointing me in a random direction.
Well,
Yeah, fuck you, Codsworth. So, let's see here. I kind of do need materials later on in this playthrough, so I actually am going to go through and scrap Sanctuary, which is going to be fucking so entertaining for you guys. So, you know, feel free to watch me just blow my brains out on some shit that I've been doing for far too long. Let's see. That has radiation resistance? Why in the world would that be? That's kind of a goofy look for him, too. Oh, wait. Let's grab some stuff. It doesn't really matter. Let's go back to the house. And then I'm just going to break the whole goddamn city down, like I usually do. I'm not going to... Well, I'm wondering if I should cheese levels. I probably should cheese levels. Oh, there's one weapon that the game forces you to pick up, which is the minigun. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to pick it up and drop it. But the game forces you to pick it up, so... Before you get all high and mighty about, you picked it up. And then, give me a break, man. I mean, fuck, shit. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with all this bullshit. Let's just stick it all in the shop. Yes, that's okay. Escape, transfer, store all junk. Now we'll do it. Here's how not weapons we're going to use. We're going to scrap the weapons workbench. Yeah, we're not going to use weapons. You know what else we're not going to use? Armor. No weapons. And none of that armor. I've got this down to a science by now. God, I am losing some frames. I have an extremely nice computer, and I also have probably a faster internet than anybody who's watching this. I live in Provo, and I get Google Fiber, so I can actually stream at about 100,000 kilobytes per second without causing any undue stress on the computer. It's pretty bananas. Because my upload speed is like a gig, and my download speed is like a gig. So it's, yeah, like a gig a second is what I'm trying to say. It gets pretty crazy when I use the speed test thing. Kind of broken. Thank you, Tom Nichols. You have also commented quite a few times on my channel, and I appreciate the interest. Yeah, it may just be Twitch, but it's kind of happening on my screen as well. So I don't know. It may be a I don't know what it may be. I went up to 1080p because you guys may have noticed that the last playthrough had like cute little black bars on the sides of it, and that's not my fault. I was using a second monitor, or I was using a different monitor. Now that monitor is my chat monitor, and it only would go up to 1050p. So so I was playing it. Oh, God damn it! Here's my technique for not having to deal with accidentally opening a item in the craft window. So yeah, I had little black bars, and the oh no, the game was kind of giving me shit, but it just would show up as, yeah, it would just show up as the wrong resolution in OBS, and so it would stream weird, and it would cause like all kinds of wacky problems. So I basically, for the last, the whole last playthrough, my stream did not look very nice. I was streaming half of it on YouTube and half of it on Twitch, which was, shitty for anybody who actually had any interest in watching it. So from here on out, anytime that I'm going to stream here on Twitch. And anytime that I stream, I'll capture the entire thing and then edit it into nice, happy, hefty 30-minute segments or so. And that will allow for people to watch it even if they missed a bit, or if they prefer not to try to watch live, or they don't like the idea of streaming it. But I don't know. I don't know. This computer is above and beyond the recommended settings for this game, so I don't know why the hell it's having a tiss, but it is. Let's see, isn't there supposed to be ammunition in that? No, it's right there. 138 round in a box. I know I didn't move my Fallout 4 to an SSD yet. I'm sorry. I don't have an SSD, and I ordered one, and then they shipped me my entire computer, like all of the parts, in a box, and it was supposed to have the SSD in it, and it didn't have it in it. So I've been, not negotiating with them, but like trying to get them to sort it out. But because of Christmas, it's kind of created some problems for their like returning emails and checking stuff, and I'm going back and forth and checking all kinds of shit. It's caused a few problems, but when I do get an SSD, I will convert Fallout 4 to it, because basically this computer has been dedicated to streaming this game, which is why I'm so disappointed that I'm dropping frames as I'm playing here. I should be in fucking Smooth Town, man. I should be in Smooth Land drinking a smoothie with Captain Smoothenstein and the Smootherson twins. God damn you, you fucking child. Of all the things that I dislike scrapping in Sanctuary, the fences are the worst. They're too fucking, like, too buried in these bushes, so that half the time you can't even see the thing to scrap it. You have to, like, make a special effort to highlight each one. Ugh. And then there's one fence somewhere that's like utterly fucking like impossible to scrap, and it's floating in midair because it's like just outside of the build area, and I fucking hate it. I see it and I just get fucking angry. It kind of like contributes to me scrapping the stuff. See, I highlighted it there for a second. Oh, you fuckface. Yeah, when I first started playing, I immediately realized that I needed to build my computer back up, because basically my entire like upgrading of my computer schedule is when a new Bethesda game comes out, I upgrade my computer to be in the recommended settings for it. And that can be a little expensive at times. But I don't know why in the world I would need this thing. Because I'm not using chems, right? Alright, we don't need that. And because I have very low charisma and, you know, very low charisma and very little interest in building settlements, what crafting tables I scrap in here are going to be like our only chance. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I scrap them, then that's it. I'm never going to be able to get it back unless I come across them in you know, the game somewhere. Which is another good reason why we shouldn't have companions, because if we have companions, then I've got to worry about their weapons and blah blah blah. So let's not worry about companions. I'll just store everything in the workshop for now. We're not super concerned about any of this shit. I just like having a clean slate in Sanctuary, I think. I think that's basically all it really comes down to. I don't need to do this. I mean, it's nice. And, you know, all that. But I don't need to do it. I just don't like having a fucking million pounds of pointless bullshit all the way around my maybe only settlement. One of these days I should do this game and just not come to Sanctuary. Not go to Sanctuary, not go to Red Rocket Diner. You know, I don't need to go to Red Rocket this time either, but... yeah, I'm like losing control. I may have to do a little, not a restart, but just like a reconfiguration of the settings here. Because I should not be getting like this much. I should not be anything. I should be fucking killing it out here, but it does not appear to be the case. But because I don't really know what all I'm gonna need. Oh, and also just having a million steel is very helpful. Yeah, because I don't know what all I'm gonna need, I may as well just scrap everything in town. I'm sure I won't need much, but well, I'll need the steel for repairs, but and I'll need some stuff for upgrades too at some point. But for the most part, we're just gonna be having a ball, which will be a lovely change of pace from quick save, quick load. Oh, Jesus, this isn't gonna work. Quick save, quick load. Oh, fuck you. Fucking do what I say. Quick save, quick load. I know you guys were loving that shit. Like, oh, look, he's procking. He's fucking save scumming like an asshole. What an achievement, bro. I got a lot of people who were not very happy with the way that I completed the game with 0 kills. But by far the best is people who are like accusing me of claiming some shit that I never claimed. Like that I went through the game without anybody dying. As if that was a thing that you can do, you know? They love it. They're like, "Oh, I fucking saw you trick a guy into dying, therefore invalid." Or, you know, no life, no girlfriend having type of motherfucker. That stuff is hilarious because, let me tell you something. Not just speaking from personal experience, but just everybody that I know who is super good at video games, it's because they're dedicated to, like, hard work. Not just in games. You know what I mean? But in life. Like, they have focus, and the focus carries over to every aspect of their life. Not just them doing some difficult shit in a video game. You know, I don't know. People automatically assume that anybody who does this sort of thing is like terrible at everything else, but it's usually not the case. It's usually the opposite. Like right now, I just have a ton of free time on my hands because of the nature of my life, but it doesn't have to do with like me not applying myself anywhere else. I have all kinds of crazy shit that I'm doing. Full-time job, going to school, have a girlfriend, all of that stuff. But it's sort of winter break / winter break type of thing. Wait, where the hell am I going? How am I doing here? I've got 760 steel. That's pretty good. But, you know, we've already come this far. And I do fucking hate these picket fences. I hate scrapping them, which is why I love to scrap them. Because I'm just like, yeah, fuck you. You should never have existed. I hate you. I wish I could just, like, scrap the whole fence all at once, you know what I mean? Like when you scrap a whole house all at once and you're just like, oh, that's so deeply satisfying. The whole goddamn thing is just gone. Now there's just a foundation and nothing else. God, who would ever use the picket fences to like to build picket fences? Worst kind of people in the world. Let's see. Well, without giving too much away, I'm sure you guys could figure out from my Google Fiber story that I live in Provo, but you could probably determine what college I go to based on the fact that I say shit and fuck and goddammit and motherfucker and extra super Chinese dentist ass bitch kind of thing like that. And that I also, you know, live in Provo, so I don't go to BYU. But yeah, I kind of, god damn it. Hold on a second. A moment of silence, please, for the scissors that you can't scrap unless you scrap them before you scrap the sink. And I always forget to do that, and they always just live there now, forever. And I feel incomplete. I feel empty and lonely. Oh, I didn't pick that one yet. My bad. Like the little chair in the heater room, like that's where Johnny's timeout area is. Just like, go sit next to the furnace and think about what you did to your sister, you little shit. And Johnny's like, fuck you, Dad. I'm joining the Brotherhood of Steel. Not in my fucking house. Just kidding, we're joining the Brotherhood of Steel. Oh, that's nice. I wish you could just hit a button. Oh, can you imagine if you could just hit a button and just be like, scrap the whole city? And you could just be like, yeah, save me 1,000,000 hours in time. You know, it's not like Minecraft where you can just like break the entire world down. I just want, you know. Oh, here's the fence. This right here is the fence. Because you can scrap... Wait, which one is it? You can scrap this thing, but not this thing. So I just leave this fence here, so that it doesn't look fucking ridiculous. It shouldn't make any difference to a serious gamer who's just like, it's just a mechanic that I'm taking advantage of, but it makes a difference to me. It hurts my feelings to see things that are out of place like that. What the fuck, Todd Howard? First you fuck me on my pacifism, then you make a fence I can't scrap? Why don't you just go to my house and rape my mother? Just kidding. All hail Todd Howard. I'll hail Todd Howard. But also all hail Todd Howard. Oh god, this is some fucking tedious ass shit. You guys feeling it? It is breaking my heart. I should probably stop, but I can't. I gotta crush and destroy everything. Everything in Sanctuary. It's got to be gone. Because I'm not building any other settlements, you know what I mean? Like, this is the only one. I'm not going to fix up Red Rocket. I'm not going to talk to the dog. I'm not even going to... Yeah, I gotta avoid all that shit, so... Oh, I forgot there's a first aid kit right there. And I also gotta really take care not to get radiation poisoning, because I would have to go to a doctor to cure my radiation sickness. And we are playing on survival, so... Yeah, store the damn cram in the workshop. Oh, I think we're actually all the way around at this point. There might be a house or two that I forgot to go inside of, but... For the most part, I can go down the street and do the thing. But I don't think you can actually get hired, like, ballistic slash energy slash whatever than your actual vault suit for the time being. Okay. Oh, melons. We don't need these. I mean, we don't need them in general. Yeah, you know, let's just store them in the workshop. I mean, I could come back here and pick them every once in a while to get some extra food, but if I'm going to do that, it may as well be something useful, you know? Like something that's part of a recipe. Which I should probably look into, now that I come to think of it. Let's see, there's, yeah. So this is the last house that I didn't go in and scrap everything yet. Because I started from the... I started from the workshop house, which is the next house on the street. Well, the next house got scrapped, but you know what I mean. The next still there house on the street. So does this count, scrapping this 10mm pistol? I don't think so. Oh, we actually did miss a house. It occurs to me now that I didn't go either A, past the house that had the secret door that leads to all the gold and shit downstairs, and B, I didn't what am I trying to say here? I didn't find the house that has... No, I did clear out the cooking station house and the chemistry station house. I just didn't find... Oh, I didn't find the house that has the weird, like, drug computer thing in it. I wonder how I fucked that up. Missed that. It was probably one of these, and I just didn't go into it, like this one right here. I just continued to scrap fence posts all the way around the back. Because we went to all the houses that had rad roaches in them. I know that for sure. Let's see, what are you guys doing over here? Yes, Fridge will be an accomplished chef. I should hope. I don't really know that much about the cooking station food. It kind of, you know, it's kind of underrated, and that's mostly because people who are super into these games, like I am, they are remembering the cooking stations in Skyrim and how fucking pointless they were. I mean, not necessarily, but yeah, kind of. I mean, you could make, like, if you were super into, like, sprinting or whatever, you could make, like, the thing that makes it so you can sprint for fucking ages and ages by having, like, tons and tons of stamina regen from making a ton of soup or whatever. But other than that, I mean, even on the Unlikely Dragonborn, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's a playthrough that I did, it's on my channel, of Skyrim without using any skills at all. Like, zero skills. Like, not going, what am I trying to say? Not going into the thing so that I can never level up, but I never used any skills. No lockpicking, no sneaking, no selling or buying shit, no speech checks, no armor, no weapons, no shield, no spells, no nothing. And it's actually not as bad as it sounds. I mean, it's pretty fucking easy. Because there's a workaround for almost everything in Skyrim. Let's see, I'm never going to be able to pick that. But I was using the Unlikely Dragonborn, and I was like, well, I can't make potions. Oh, let's see, do I have any other chems that need to be thrown in here? Just the stim pack accidentally, right? Alright, good. So, yeah, even then I was making food, and I was like, this is pointless. Like, I would get the salt piles together, and I would cook the meat, and that was about it. And that's probably going to be the case here, because I'm not, like... I'm not thinking to myself, like, oh, shit, I need some more, you know, whatever. Like, some more, agility. One point into agility for 3 hours. I've never really understood that sort of thing, but whatever. What I do for work is I'm a landscaper, so I'm seasonally employed, and I actually have had some very interesting and weird like offers since the viral video thing went down. With the last playthrough, and I mean, a lot of it's cool, but you got to understand that anybody, basically the way that I see the world is anybody who goes out of their way to contact you for a business deal is trying to fuck you in some way. That's almost always the case. You know, you should meet people and make contacts, and then you have like trusted experience, which, you know, I do know a ton of people, but oh, you know what I should do? I'll pretty much do the same thing as I did in I'll pretty much do the same thing that I did in the other game. Should we even help the Minutemen? Fuck the Minutemen, right? I mean, right? Yeah, let's just leave them in the museum. There's no point in helping them. They're dicks. You know? Oh, I don't have enough fiberglass to make a bobblehead stand. I don't think I need anything else in here, right? There's not, yeah, somebody was, well, you know, maybe not fuck the Minutemen. Somebody was telling me that one of the greatest fucking things in the world that you can ever do is create a water farm for money. And I personally have never been like, oh fuck, I need some money. Most of the time it's like, hey, I sold out until I sold shit until I ran out of shit to sell, and then I sold some more shit. But let's see about, no, that's not good. Let's see about like putting up some like water purifiers, and maybe they'll just generate purified water. I don't know if they will or not, but who knows, maybe they will. Maybe I ought to check on the Steam on that. If you are just joining us, I am doing a playthrough wherein I just go through the game with no weapons and don't use any chems, including stim packs or radaways. That includes anything that isn't a food/water item, right? And I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of getting a little bit depressed about this fucking frame thing. Maybe I should open it up and see if I can fix it and then come back. Alright, I don't want this shit in here, but I can't take it out. So I'm going to actually pick it up and then scrap it. I hope that's okay with everybody. All of this stuff I'm going to take out, just so that it's not in there. But I'll just like store it in like a chest or something, so that it's not kicking around. Because we just cleaned this fucking joint up. It doesn't make sense to make a mess. We'll just make a little cabinet where I can stick all this bullshit. Alright. So first we're going to come out here. Oops, I need to do this. Go in here, drop that stuff. We don't want that. I don't know. I feel like this is probably the best thing to use here. Oh, we don't need that. Probably the sunglasses are better for this character. Right? Alright, now we'll scrap all this shit. Okay.